gets underway. Mac Fisher was the leading scorer for the Eagles with 6, and there's a three-pointer that rattles in from the wing by Koulis. That shot is good. It's suddenly 26-23. Dylan Peters leading Manhattan Chief with 10. And Dylan has the basketball here. McNellis goes to Peters. Quick pass inside. Derek Bowman goes to work, goes up and scores. Nice move by Derek Bowman. Derek elevated in the lane, went up and knocked that shot down. 28-23. Manhattan Chief with a narrow lead there. A quick pass inside to Fisher. Fisher forces up a shot. That is good. Manhattan Chief not wanting to foul. Manhattan Chief players laden with some foul pressure. Derek Bowman has at least 2 fouls. I tried to get an official scorebook inside and found that he may have 3, he may have 2. There's a turnover. Pass intercepted, and it is the Eagles who come away with it. McMillan drives right in the lane, that floater high and good. Nice looking shot. That driving layup was good. That runner scores. It's a 1-point game. It's a 1-point game. 28-27. Manhattan Chief leading now by just 1. Derek Bowman against Fisher, cut off. Wilson goes back inside to Bowman, out to Peters, to Schrader. Schrader will fire for 3 from the wing. That three-pointer no good, and Fisher controls the rebound. So the Eagles could take a lead on this possession. Manhattan Chiefs played an excellent first half, but the Eagles appear to be the aggressor here early. There they found Fisher underneath. Fisher back out to Koulis. Koulis fires for 3. That shot way offline, and that shot is controlled by the Eagles. There's a deep 3. That is no good. Follow shot high, no good. That's tapped away. Nathan McNellis with that rebound. Nathan McNellis in good position to get that rebound. Manhattan Chief lead 28-27. Wilson drives into the court, and foul is called on the floor. That foul will go against the Eagles, and Chief will be inbounding from the near side of the court. So they're over in front of the visitors' stands, and the ball is inbounded to Dylan Peters. Patrick Schrader goes inside to Derek Bowman. Derek, that strong jump stop, that shot rolls around and down. Got the bounce. Nice strong move by Derek Bowman. 30-27. Manhattan Chief back up 3. Quick pass inside. Jacob Jackson bulls his way into the basket, and that shot no good. And Wilson is hounded up top. There's a behind the back dribble, and Farber knocks Wilson down. The foul will go against Farber. Farber walks over toward the bench in frustration. Dylan Peters goes to Wilson. So it's Farber on Wilson. Dylan Peters gets the ball right back, and Patrick Schrader gets that basketball. Patrick, there's a takeaway, and that is Koulis, who will drive right to the basket, go up and score. Pass break basket. It's a 1-point game again. 30-29. Manhattan Chief up by 1. Oh my, lazy pass, but Dylan Peters gets it. And Peters finds Patrick Schrader going to the basket. That shot no good. And there's a long pass for Koulis. Koulis tosses the ball, and it is out of bounds. Farber runs the other way up the court in frustration, and Patrick Schrader takes a seat. Noah Saltz into the game. Noah Saltz gave Manhattan Chief a lift in the early going in the first half of this game. Manhattan Chief lead by 1 point, but this game is hanging in the balance. It's early, 4:59 to play, third quarter. McNellis to Peters. Peters to McNellis. McNellis, that ball under Derek Bowman, and it got away. It's Eagles basketball. Here comes McMillan, high pass to Farber. Farber, they go inside. James Wilson tapped it away, or James Wilson came away with it. It was Manhattan Chief. Derek Bowman gets that basketball and goes to Dylan Peters. Dylan penetrates, dumps the ball off to McNellis. McNellis, one move, quick pass, and good defense by Koulis. It's out of bounds, Manhattan Chief. McNellis tried to penetrate, tossed the ball across court. The Eagles defender there to tap it out of bounds. Chief lead 30-29, and timeout is called. So head coach Brian Koulis calls timeout for the Smoky Valley Educators. Manhattan Chief leads 30-29 with 4:24 to play in our third quarter. You're listening to Chief Basketball. I'd be glad to look at those totals again. We're back in Lindsborg, Kansas. Derek Bowman with 4 points here in the third quarter. Very important. He's saddled with a couple of fouls. Patrick Schrader and Nate McNellis each had 2 in the first half. James with a 3. Noah Saltz has 3 points on an and 1. Wilson looking to inbound and goes right to Derek Bowman. The ball's back to Wilson. Wilson will fire for 3 from the baseline. That three-pointer is good. That three-point shot is good. 33-29. Manhattan Chief needing that shot for 15 to play in our third quarter. Here comes the Eagles. Koulis to Farber. McMillan thought about the 3 and goes up top to Farber. They're trying to find Mac Fisher, and they do. That shot rolls away, and Derek Bowman gets that rebound and goes to Josh Patterson. Patterson to Dylan Peters. Dylan will penetrate, drive right to the basket. That shot is good. That shot is good. Big, strong, fast break basket by Dylan Peters. McMillan will do the same and run right into Manhattan Chief players, and that is a foul. So the official interpretation will be that the Manhattan Chief defender was set as the Eagles player ran into the wall, and it will be free throws for McMillan. Jalen McMillan, a 5'8" sophomore, at the free throw line. Free throw, perfect. 35-30, now our score with 3:47 to play in the third quarter. This Eagles team will not quit. 1 foul called against Manhattan Chief. 2 fouls have been committed by the Eagles. Officials are conferring. McMillan now preparing for his second free throw at the north end of the court. Second free throw high and good. 35-31. Eagles pull within 4. It's high-level basketball. These two teams going at each other. Two-man game with Peters and Wilson. Manhattan Chief standing around. Derek Bowman with the ball. Now Peters will fire for 3 from the wing. That shot no good. And Josh Patterson's follow shot no good. And it is Jacob Jackson who comes away with it. Here comes Koulis. Koulis behind the back pass to Farber. Farber fires for 3 from the wing. That shot way short, out of bounds, and there's a toss back inbounds. It's controlled by the Eagles. Alert play by the Eagles. They were able to control it. And they're looking. There's Koulis open for 3 from the wing. He gathers himself, fires for 3. That shot no good. And Jacob Jackson had that basketball, and the foul will go against Manhattan Chief. So Jacob Jackson got that rebound. He's a wide-bodied young man, as we've said, and he was in position to get that rebound. He was fouled on the floor. There was no shot, so it should be on the floor, and indeed that's where the Eagles will inbounds. 35-31, Chief lead, but the Eagles inbounding at their own end of the floor, and there's a nice shot. Oh my goodness, it's no good. Jacob Jackson goes up. That time he was fouled in the act of shooting. It will be Jacob Jackson at the free throw line. Let's see where that foul will go against Derek Bowman, I think. The scoreboard is not showing player fouls, so 35-32, Jacob Jackson makes that free throw. And Derek Bowman takes a seat. Patrick Schrader into the game. Jacob Jackson makes that free throw, has a second opportunity. Big, strong Jacob Jackson. Free throw, perfect. 35-33. Eagles back within 2 with 2:55 to play. Dylan Peters, a couple of dribbles, penetrates. That floater rolls around, no good. Patrick Schrader goes up and scores. Patrick Schrader in good position to get that rebound, go back up and score. 37-33 our score, but here comes the Eagles again. Quick pass to Jackson, back up top to McMillan. McMillan, and there's Koulis from top of the key. That three-pointer is good. Beautiful shot by Koulis. 37-36, Manhattan Chief leads by 1 once again. Boy, the Eagles have played well on this day, as we saw them play well against Manhattan Chief previously. Wilson receives the ball from Peters and goes back to Peters. Patrick Schrader, Noah Saltz, Josh Patterson down on the baseline. and Wilson gets that basketball, finds Noah Saltz. Saltz back to Wilson. Wilson to Peters. Peters tries to penetrate that shot, short, and it's contended. It will be Manhattan Chief basketball. A couple of players going after that basketball. It'll stay with Manhattan Chief. Wilson will be inbounding. Wilson slaps the ball and looks for Patrick Schrader, who comes inside to Josh Patterson. Now Josh will fire from the wing. That shot no good. That's Wilson who gets the ball and will pull it back out. Josh Patterson to Wilson. Wilson will gather himself, fire for three. That three-pointer is good. That three-point shot is good. It's 40-36 with 1:38 to play. Here comes the Eagles. Koulis to McMillan. And Koulis gets the ball up high. Nice defense by Josh Patterson. McMillan, a deep three. That is perfect. That was an NBA three, and it was good. That answer three is good from the Eagles, 40-39. Manhattan Chief again leading by one. Dylan Peters will try to penetrate and go to Josh Patterson. Josh dribbles under the basket. Ball's tapped away, and here comes Koulis. Farber, rather. And Patrick Schrader taps that ball away. It is out of bounds. It will be Eagles basketball, and they could take the lead as they trail 40-39 with 1:06 to play in our third quarter. And there's a pass right inside to Mac Fisher. He goes up and scores. Our game is 41-40 in favor of the Eagles with 1 minute to play in the third quarter. So the Eagles have been fighting hard to make a big, strong comeback. Josh Patterson goes to Wilson. Wilson will go to Dylan Peters. Peters fires. That shot no good. His follow shot rolls around and down. Dylan Peters' follow shot was good. He followed his miss, was able to score. Chief reclaimed the lead 42-41 with 38 seconds to play in our third quarter. McMillan to Koulis. Once the Eagles heated up from the three-point line, they have been deadly. Now they're holding the ball for one shot. Coach Koulis crosses his arms and claps his hands. 18 seconds. McMillan just holding on to the ball. No ball pressure from Noah Saltz. 13 seconds. Here we go to action. 10 seconds. Koulis with the ball way up high. There they find Fisher. Fisher, quick pass inside to Jacob Jackson. Jackson fires up a shot that's no good. He is fouled with 3 seconds on the clock. So well-designed play. Well-designed play. Fisher, who is so effective, received the ball on the baseline. They used him as a decoy. As the defenders closed out on him, he found Jacob Jackson going to the basket. Jacob not able to score, but is at the line for 2 free throws, where he was 2 for 2 a minute ago. That free throw also perfect. Our game is tied 42-all, 3 seconds to play, and Jacob Jackson could give the Eagles a 1-point lead with this free throw. It's high and good. 4 for 4 free throw shooting, and there's a takeaway and a shot that's no good, and our first quarter is over. Lazy inbounds pass by Patrick Schrader. The Eagles got a hold of it, and they were able to throw up a shot that was no good as our third quarter ends. When these two teams played previously, our score was 42-40 after 3 quarters of action. Today, it is 43-42 in favor of the Eagles. You're listening to Chief Basketball. Welcome back to Lindsborg, Kansas, the Ray D. Hahn Gymnasium here at Bethany College, home of the Fighting Swedes where Manhattan Chief trail 43-42 against the Smoky Valley Eagles. These two teams played one time before in early December, and it was the Manhattan Chief who went to overtime against this same team. They're a quality team with a lot of history between the two, especially with the Jackson brothers. There's Josh Patterson open from the wing. That three-point shot is good. That three-point shot is good. Huge shot by Josh Patterson. Manhattan Chief reclaims the lead 45-43. Here comes McMillan. Quick pass inside, and Fisher able to score. Mac Fisher, what a weapon he has been for the Eagles. Our game is tied. Josh Patterson to Dylan Peters at half court. Pass to Josh Patterson. Josh Patterson finds no assaults. He goes to Derek Bowman, and Derek able to go up and score. 47-45 our score. Manhattan Chief leading again by 2. 7:07 to play. Koulis gets the ball and goes to McMillan. What a battle. High pass to Fisher, and it's tapped away. It will be Manhattan Chief basketball. That pass too high for Mac Fisher to reach, and it is Chief basketball. 6:57 to play. Manhattan Chief lead by 2. What a hotly contested battle between these two high-quality teams from Northeast Kansas. Derek Bowman. Derek stops, pops, and scores. Derek was elevated in the lane. Back it in. That shot was good. 49-45. Manhattan Chief back up by 4 with 6:42 to play. But here's Koulis, and there's a takeaway. Derek Bowman got that basketball. And it's tapped away, and it is the Eagles who come away with it. Nice defense by Derek Bowman. There's a floater high and good. Nice runner along the baseline is good. 49-47 our score. And there's no assaults with the ball. He fires, and that shot no good. Jacob Jackson controls the rebound. 49-47. Chief leading by 2 with 6:12 to play in our basketball game. Koulis, will they try to find Fisher? And there they go again. And that's an offensive foul. Jacob Jackson got that basketball. I talked about what a big, strong player he is. When he shifted his weight, no assaults, kind of went flying. That's an offensive foul. It'll be Chief basketball. Patrick Schrader into the game, no assaults, takes a seat. So it is Peters, Wilson, Bowman, Schrader, and Josh Patterson in our basketball game. So senior Josh Patterson here at crunch time as Wilson receives that ball. Peters cut off, finds Patrick Schrader. Patrick will go to work, and anticipating contact, his shot no good. Schrader back out to Wilson. Wilson will back the ball back out. 5:42 to play, 49-47. Derek Bowman gets our basketball. Oh my gosh, and throws it back to James. That's an over and back violation. It is Eagles basketball. 5:35 to play. Eagles could tie or take the lead on this possession. 49-47. Chief lead, and here comes McMillan to Koulis. Koulis throws the ball away beyond the reach of Fisher. Manhattan Chief, I think everybody knows that Mac Fisher is a weapon, and they're trying to find Fisher inside, but that pass too long, and it is Chief basketball. 5:26 to play. Still a ton of time to play in this basketball game, and Wilson goes to Patterson. Patterson to Wilson. Dylan Peters looks over this defense. How to attack this defense. There's Patrick Schrader. Patrick spins in the lane, is bumped, and goes to Peters. Peters to Patterson. Patterson will stop and pop from the wing. That shot is good. That shot is good from the left side of the lane. Josh Patterson elevates and scores. That's a huge shot. 51-47. Manhattan Chief up by 4 with 4:53 to play in this basketball game. Here comes Koulis. Koulis will penetrate, dump the ball off, and it's taken away by Patterson. Now Josh Patterson finds Derek Bowman, and Derek goes to the basket, and that shot is blocked, and that's a foul. That foul goes against Farber. Farber runs toward the other end of the court in frustration, but that was clearly a foul from my standpoint. Derek Bowman at the free throw line. 4:42 to play in our basketball game. There was no block. That was clearly a foul. Derek Bowman got the ball from Josh Patterson. He's at the free throw line, and his free throw rolls in. It's good. Good shot by Derek Bowman. 52-47 our score. 4:42 to play in our basketball game. Derek at the free throw line for a second attempt. Derek's free throw high. Oh, rolls around, no good. That rebound was contended. Mac Fisher got that basketball. Eagles fans wanted an over in the back on Patrick Schrader. They were both going after the ball. It is the Eagles who come away with it. 52-47 our score. Fisher, that ball's tapped away, and that's the Eagles who control it somehow. Nice defense. Farber will fire a deep three. That's no good. Derek Bowman with that rebound. He's bumped, and Josh Patterson comes away with it. Josh with a couple of dribbles and goes back to Wilson. 4:17 to play in our basketball game. Manhattan Chief with the basketball, and the defense closing out on the ball carrier, the ball handler. Josh Patterson open for three from the wing. That shot is good. Josh Patterson nails that three-point shot from the wing. 55-47 our score. 4:02 to play in our basketball game. How big has Josh Patterson come up in this basketball game? Jacob Jackson goes to Fisher. Tapped away. James Wilson comes away with it. Wilson finds Derek Bowman. Derek drives to the basket. He is bumped and fouled. Nice defense by Manhattan Chief. And it is Derek Bowman right back to the free throw line where he was 1 for 2 a moment ago. That was a hard foul committed by the Eagles, and that saved a fast break basket. And timeout is called. There's 3:51 to play in our basketball game. Manhattan Chief lead 55-47. You're listening to Chief Basketball. Josh has. Welcome back to Lynchburg, Kansas. It's been a battle between these two teams. How big has Josh Patterson come up for Manhattan Chief? Josh was not available for the KCAA tournament, but he has come up huge today. Derek Bowman's free throw is good. Free throw rolls in, 56-47 our score, 3:51 to play. Derek at the free throw line, high and perfect. That shot, nothing but net, 57-47. It's a 10-point game, and Jackson Fisher, younger brother of Mac, comes into the game. So the offense resets, and here comes Farber. Farber working against this 1-3-1 defense. Mac Fisher to Farber to the other Fisher, and there's a three-point shot from the wing. That three-pointer is good. Nice looking three-point shot. Just what you want if you are the Smoky Valley Eagles. 57-50 our score. Still a lot of time left, just under 3.5 minutes in this basketball game. Patrick Schrader looked inside and maybe got away with the travel. Now Patrick will fire for three from the wing. That three-point shot high. Derek Bowman goes up, and that shot no good. Patrick Schrader there after that rebound, and which way will the foul go? Patrick Schrader got that rebound and is called for an over the back. That foul could have gone either way. 3:09 to play in our basketball game. Manhattan Chief lead 57-50. Maybe not the execution head coach John Peters wanted on that possession. Here comes Farber and to Fisher. Fisher there right inside to Jacob Jackson. His shot is good. Manhattan Chief avoided the foul, but it's a 59-50 is our score. That's not right. Derek Bowman goes to Wilson. Wilson is bumped and fouled. I believe our score should be 57-52. Still fouls to give by the Eagles, or Manhattan Chief for that matter. Dylan Peters gets that ball in backcourt and goes to Patrick Schrader. Patrick, a couple of dribbles and goes to Dylan Peters to Wilson. Wilson back to Peters. We will probably see some fouls and some free throws before our afternoon is done. That's the 6th foul. Still another foul to give before we go to double bonus. There'll be some pressure free throw shooting. So that was the 7th foul. And it is Dylan Peters at the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. There's still 2:35 to play, so there's a ton of time remaining in this basketball game. And Dylan Peters at the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1. It rolls over the rim and good. 58-52 our score. That free throw from the charity stripe crawled over the iron and went down. Second free throw high and perfect. 58-52, 59-52 our score, and timeout is called. There's 2:35 to play in this basketball game in the first round of the National Division II Christian Homeschool Association tournament, and it is Manhattan Chief who lead 59-52 over the Smoky Valley Eagles. You're listening to Chief Basketball. Welcome back to Lindsborg, Kansas. What a battle between two high-quality teams. Manhattan Chief lead 59-52. Still 2.5 minutes to play in this basketball game. And what a battle it has been. And what a lift Josh Patterson has provided for Manhattan Chief today. The ball inbounds to McMillan, and here comes the Eagles. There's a deep three. That is no good. Rebound so long that the Eagles could control it. Fisher to Kulis. Kulis throws the ball away. Kulis had to be frustrated. They were looking at Mac Fisher inside, and he threw the ball beyond everyone's reach out of bounds. It is Manhattan Chief who will inbound at the north end of the court, and Patrick Schrader gets that basketball and goes to Wilson. Wilson to Dylan Peters. Peters 2 for 2 a minute ago, and that's a ball. That ball's tapped away. Peters gets it. He's bumped. There's Josh Patterson. Patterson will go back up top to Schrader and to Peters. James Wilson receives that basketball. 1:54 to play. Peters, Manhattan Chief basically playing keep away. Boy, James Wilson had to go after that ball. He's bumped. Peters gets the ball. Derek Bowman with that basketball goes to Schrader, goes to Patterson. Patterson, probably Manhattan Chief doesn't want a shot unless it's an easy layup. Josh Patterson bumped, and Dylan Peters is bumped, and it will be Dylan right back to the free throw line. There's a minute and a half to play, 1:32 to play. Every second may count in this ball game by the time we're over. So it's 1:32 to play. Dylan Peters at the free throw line. It's another 1-and-1. That one does not go down, and it is Eagles who come away with it. And that's a takeaway. Josh Patterson gets that basketball, and Josh double dribbles. Josh, nice defense played by Manhattan Chief, and Josh got the ball and started to go up court, kind of bumped along the baseline, and he committed a double dribble. So it is the Eagles and Fisher will fire for three from the wing. That shot is good. That three-pointer is good. So 59-55 is our score. It's a 4-point game. It is a 4-point game with a 1 minute and 18 seconds. Mac Fisher steps out from the left wing and nails a deep three-point shot. That is good. And so the Smoky Valley Eagles will not quit. Boy, the clock moves slowly when you want the clock to run out. But the Smoky Valley Eagles will not quit. They played well on the inside. They played well on the outside. Manhattan Chief faithful here in force and providing good support for Chief. They gave the "I believe that we will win" cheer a moment ago, and now fans trying to do the wave. great to see Manhattan Chief fans having fun here at the Bethany College Gym. Beautiful college gym here at home of the Fighting Swedes KCAC team. So a college experience again for these two teams and two sets of fine young men. But it is Manhattan Chief who lead by 4. Once again, pressure free throws, still 1-and-1s to give. Still 1-and-1s to give. So if you are the Eagles, you probably want to go for a steal and commit a foul. And then, and there's long. And Dylan Peters gets that basketball. He drives up to the basket. That shot no good. And he is fouled. James Wilson follow shot no good. Dylan is grimacing. The Eagles covered up the near end of the court, which meant that Patrick Schrader could throw the ball long. Dylan Peters able to get that basketball and drive toward the basket. He was fouled. He is grimacing. He's at the free throw line. Only 3 seconds expired. Dylan's free throw perfect. 60-55 our score. The Eagles put in 5 reserves to play defense and foul, and now the 5 starters come back into the game for the Eagles. Dylan Peters at the free throw line again. He kind of bumped into the wall and had that grimace. He's at the free throw line again. The second free throw rolls around. Patrick Schrader with that rebound and dribbles it out and goes to Derek Bowman. Josh Patterson gets that ball, and Dylan Peters controls it. 1:11 to play, and Peters is fouled. Alert work by Patrick Schrader. Good hustle on the offensive glass. And who else but Dylan Peters at the free throw line yet again. And that is the 10th foul. So it is Dylan at the free throw line for 2 attempts. 1:10 to play. Boy, the clock moves slowly when you want it to move fast. That free throw is good. Dylan Peters steps up to that free throw line and made that free throw at the line for a second attempt. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in this game. That free throw is perfect. And the official, I believe, is waving off the free throw on a lane violation, and the clock is not starting. The clock is not starting, but there's 1:07 to play. Now Farber will fire a shot that is way off. Jacob Jackson spins, fires. That shot is good. 58 seconds, and Dylan Peters inbounds the ball, and timeout is called. So the clock did not start for some reason. There's 57 seconds to play in this basketball game, and the second free throw of Dylan Peters was waved off as the official spotted a lane violation by Manhattan Chief. So our score is 61-57. Dylan been excellent from the free throw line here in the closing minutes of the basketball game, but that free throw, and Manhattan Chief may well need every single point by the time our day is done here, but that one was waved off on a lane violation. So just under a minute, 57 seconds remaining, and the same strategy employed by Coach Brian Koulis. He puts in his reserves, his 5 reserve players, and Chief will try to inbound against these younger players. And again, they'll be going for a steal, looking for a foul, and James Wilson receives that ball and goes to Dylan Peters, and a quick foul is called. So 2 seconds elapsed on that exchange. Now it'll be James Wilson who will go to the other end of the court and have 2 free throw attempts with 55 seconds to play. Coach Brian Koulis sends in his, it's the 5 starters are waiting, and James Wilson at the free throw line. His free throw high and short. No good. Now the 5 starters come in for the ball game as the 5 reserves for head coach Brian Koulis come take a seat, and Wilson at the free throw line for a second attempt. He spins it, fires, and it rolls around and no good. And it is the Eagles who control it. There's a quick pass to Farber. Farber fires for 3. That shot is good. That 3-point shot is good. And Dylan Peters gets that basketball and is bumped by Jacob Jackson. So a quick three-point shot. Our game is a one-point game. Manhattan Chief lead 61-60, and it is Dylan Peters at the free throw line. James Wilson 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Dylan Peters at the line for 2 shots. 46 seconds to play in our basketball game. Free throw rolls around and down. Got the shooter's roll. 62-60. But it will be the Eagles with a last chance here. Big free throw here. It rolls around and no good. Patrick Schrader again gets that rebound. He is bumped and fouled. Once again, good work by Patrick Schrader. And now it is Patrick going to the free throw line. And 0 seconds elapsed off the clock at that point. So Patrick Schrader at the line for 2 free throws. Big free throws for Patrick Schrader. This young junior has done so well for Manhattan Chief. Free throw rolls around and got the roll. It used every single inch of the rim. It rattled high, rolled around, and finally went down through the net, 63-60. That is a big, big free throw. And the second free throw high, rolls around and does not go down. This is Fisher. Chief lead by 3. Eagles with a high pass to McMillan. McMillan goes up and is fouled. McMillan was fouled. Good move by the Eagles. Good play. They looked long and immediately went to the basket. McMillan was fouled. His shot did not go down. And there's 38 seconds to play. So McMillan at the free throw line, fouled in the act of shooting. So he'll have 2 free throws. The first one rolls around and is no good. 63-60. It is a 1-possession game. We'll see. Okay, the 4 of the reserves now come into the game for Koulis. So for Coach Koulis, so that they're prepared for the inbounds play. McMillan's free throw high and good. It is a 2-point game. And the McMillan takes a seat, and the 5th reserve comes in. Now Manhattan Chief leads 63-61, and once again it is the reserves, the squad, and there's a long pass to James Wilson, and James gets that basketball and dribbles it back out and goes to Josh Patterson, and Wilson is fouled. 36 seconds. Now it's James Wilson back at the free throw line. James was originally scheduled to be in a free throw competition today before the ND2 schedule ran so late. Now it's Wilson at the free throw line for 2 free throws. Chief lead 63-61 with 36 seconds to play. Wilson's first free throw, perfect. 64-61. Pressure free throw there. Here come the 5 reserves. Coach Koulis employing kind of a 2-platoon system, whether he wants offense or defense. Wilson at the free throw line for a second big free throw. Second free throw high and rolls around and is no good, and Fisher gets that rebound. Here comes the Eagles, and there's a ball tapped away, but it's controlled, and that is a foul. That is a foul, and the foul will go against the Chief. And if that was a 3-point shot, then there will be 3 free throws for the Eagles, which could tie this basketball game. There's 26 seconds remaining in the basketball game, and it is Koulis at the free throw line. His free throw is perfect. That free throw is good. Koulis at the line for a second attempt. 64-62 our basketball game. Second free throw rolls away and is no good. So it's a 2-point game. Jet Jackson comes into the game, and Jacob Jackson takes a seat. So Koulis at the free throw line. He fires, and it is rolled around and down. And James Wilson is bumped with 24 seconds to play. So here we go back to the free throw line. It may be a free throw contest the rest of the way. There's only 24 seconds remaining on the clock, but Manhattan Chief lead by 1, and James Wilson right back at the free throw line, where he has not had a good shooting percentage today. McMillan, officials directing players to take their place along the side of the lane. Still 24 seconds, quite a bit of time remaining in this basketball game. Wilson's first free throw, high and good. Nothing but net, 65-63. Manhattan Chief lead by 2. Here comes Jacob Jackson in. James Wilson at the free throw line. Another pressure free throw. Free throw high and rolls around and no good. It is a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. Here comes McMillan, goes right to the basket. That shot no good. Derek Bowman gets that rebound and he is bumped, and Derek goes the other way. So now it's Derek Bowman at the free throw line. Boy, the Eagles did the exact right thing. Get the ball, drive straight to the basket as quickly as possible, try to score and get an and one. But that ball rattled away. Derek Bowman in excellent rebounding position. Big, strong Derek Bowman goes up, gets that rebound, starts to make a move. Still a lot of time left in this basketball game. It's a 2-point lead for Manhattan Chief. Derek at the line for 2 free throws. That first free throw off the front of the iron. Free throw line not been good to Manhattan Chief other than Dylan Peters today. Derek at the free throw line. Chief leading by 2. Second free throw high and no good. And here comes the Eagles. So the Eagles could tie or take the lead on this possession. And Farber will go right to the basket and shot no good. Follow shot no good. And that's Patrick Schrader with that rebound. And the ball is loose. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that shot, and that should be the ball game. The clock is out. The clock is out. The clock is out. The officials are making an interpretation. That foul, it appears that a foul has been called, and the clock is out, but appears that a foul has been called against Manhattan Chief. The foul will go against Manhattan Chief. So now it is McMillan at the free throw line by himself who could tie this basketball game. I saw Patrick Schrader with the ball on the ground. That free throw, no good. That free throw, no good. And that should be the ball game. And our game is over. Our game is over. It was a 1-and-1, and the front end of the 1-and-1 was missed. So Manhattan Chief survives. Manhattan Chief survives by the skin of their teeth on the